If you look at the baseline physics of our universe, almost everything is dead matter drifting toward a state of complete chaos and disorder. But there is a localized anomaly. Physicist Erwin Schrödinger noted that living things actively resist this cosmic decay. They consume energy to maintain strict internal order. In practice, this means your body is essentially a collection of trillions of tiny, unconscious protein robots, constantly collecting materials and locking together to rebuild themselves. Evolution selected for biological machines that were highly effective at surviving and replicating. Yet, along the way, this blind mechanical process generated an unexpected byproduct: conscious experience. Out of temporary, dead matter, a newborn arrives. The universe wakes up, looks around, and actually feels its own existence. In the early years, that pure existence is enough. The child requires no external milestones or achievements to experience joy. They simply participate in the present moment. Then the environment shifts. We standardize development, place children in rows, and ask them to define their future value. We demand to know what they will become. This initiates a lifelong treadmill. The present moment is continually sacrificed to reach the next arbitrary checkpoint, from passing grades to corporate promotions. By young adulthood, the pressure to maintain this trajectory breeds isolation. We constantly compare our progress against others, relying on the dopamine of digital screens to cope with the stress. This creates the central paradox of modern life. You can execute every step flawlessly, secure the income, hit the milestones, and still wake up feeling entirely empty. Why does following the blueprint so often produce a sense of failure? We operate under a specific cultural illusion: the idea that meaning is an objective reward handed out at the end of a successful career path. Science offers a much colder perspective. On a purely biological level, your only inherent purpose is to ferry this genetic code into the next generation. Psychology provides a completely different map. Erik Erikson observed that maturation requires confronting internal emotional conflicts at every stage of life, rather than accumulating wealth. Because neither the cosmos nor society provides a built-in purpose, meaning is a blank space. You are entirely responsible for constructing it yourself. We push through isolation by sharing messy truths that bridge the gap between us. This vulnerability lets us map our internal confusion and navigate the chaos. By alleviating the suffering of others, the ego shrinks, replaced by a durable sense of belonging. This shift recalibrates adulthood. The exhausting chase for social status is replaced by a quiet, sustainable resilience. Meaning exists as a persistent, daily activity of staying tethered to the humanity around us. Eventually, the biological machinery that fought off decay for decades finally exhausts its energy, and old age arrives. In those final days, the corporate resume fades completely. What remains are the highly specific memories of shared laughter, quiet struggles, and connection. Here we find the central irony of our obsession with the future. We spend our entire existence waiting for a version of life that was already happening in the background. Ultimately, the end is an entirely peaceful transition. The universe simply reclaims its temporary biological arrangement of matter. The world immediately continues without us. New life begins. Your only actual obligation is to inhabit the moments you are given before the arrangement dissolves.